Hello, friends, and welcome back to the podcast. Or if this is your first time here, welcome. Thank you so much for hitting play. Today, we have a fun episode because we are sharing some big news with you. And we're going to be sharing a little bit of information on a project that Carrie and I have been working on over the months. And it is going to be a membership, or in other words, a community for our Awakened and Alive followers and friends here. So, we're going to just give you a short little rundown of what this community is all about. We're actually still in the process of finalizing things, but we've just been so excited that we really can't keep this a secret for much longer. And I don't know about you, Carrie, but I'm excited to finally share some information with everyone right now.
Yeah, we've been dreaming about this for quite a while, and then we started some brainstorming phases, and now we're into the actual nuts and bolts of trying to get this community started and off the ground, which is a whole learning curve in and of itself.
Mhm.
But everything we have talked between the two of us so far brings me so much excitement and joy, which to me is a signpost that we're headed in the right direction
Mm.
because this just feels right. It feels like what our next logical step is and what is going to not only help you and I connect more with our listeners and with the people that are interested in what we have to talk about, but to hopefully connect people within the community to each other and allow this whole network to start to form
Yeah.
between people who are interested in learning about themselves on a deeper level through the Enneagram and human design systems.
Yeah, and that I think is what I'm most excited about is this community that we're really desiring because if you have been listening to our podcast for any length of time, then you'll know that Carrie and I have a deep love for the Enneagram and human design. We're both coaches, and we've shared lots about our own journey in earlier episodes. So, certainly feel free to scan back at some of those early episodes if this is your first time listening to us, because we are just tremendous believers that there's change happening and a lot of people are starting to wake up to all of this change that we're seeing within the world and starting to desire a better way of doing life. And we talk about, let's it's time to step outside the box. It's time to do life on your terms, on our terms. And to have that support, I think, is so crucial right now because it's scary to do things differently when you've grown up most of your life, if not your whole life, doing things the way everyone else does things or did things. And so to make that change and start living life on your own terms, that's not an easy feat. And I feel like when I started my process, the the most progress that I made was when I was working in groups of other like-minded, like-hearted women and seekers, and that's where I really felt the support to keep pushing myself forward. And that's what you and I, Carrie, have been really dreaming up for this membership, for this community, and what we're so excited to bring to all of you listeners in the coming months.
Exactly. Yeah. Like you, Dominique, whenever I have done any type of online learning or any type of program, whenever there's that community component to it, it just makes it so much richer and makes the learning process easier and more tangible and more fun. Um, the certification program that I decided upon when I decided to become an Enneagram coach is through Enneagram University, and it's the only program that offers this community aspect to it. And even once you've completed the program and have your certification, you're still invited to the monthly community video calls. So
Mhm.
anyone, wherever they are in their Enneagram learning journey, who joins this group is welcome to these calls. So it's great because you have people who have been through the program. They can give advice to people who are just starting the
Yeah.
program. And it has been really amazing. And not that that's exactly what we're doing, but that community component of my
Yep.
program just made me see the value in having these types of communities. And it's something amazing that technology and the internet has brought us, that we can connect with people all over the world. It doesn't have to be you're just meeting with people who happen
Mhm.
to live near you.
Mhm. Exactly. I mean, look at the 2 of us, for example. We have never met in person, right?
I forget that
Right?
sometimes.
How insane is that? But you are one of the absolute, like, best people I have in my life, and what we're building together, the support that we provide one another. And I mean, come on, like, that blows my mind when I think about it. And why I know that this community for our listeners or anyone who is just seeking a deeper understanding of what it is to be human, what it is to live life on your terms at a deeper level. Just recognizing that, this world needs more love, compassion, support. And this is one way to start making that change within the world, is to start within communities like what we are going to be bringing. And so, to share more about the good stuff, because that's why you all are here listening to this episode, this community is really for everyone and anyone, like I just mentioned, who is seeking deeper understanding of who they are, deeper connection to their authentic self, to maybe deepen their spiritual connection, to learn more about themselves through the Enneagram lens and the human design lens. We're going to be sharing tons of information on both of those systems. And of course, providing some coaching through each of the lenses. And this community, it's for those who are seeking a heart centered community where you can grow together and on your own. You can come together and create and be creative, and all through support, zero judgment, safe space where we can just all thrive the way we want to be thriving in life together, holding hands, walking side by side. And we're going to be doing quarterly themes, which we're super excited about, because I think that is a great amount of time to. I know, Carrie, when we were talking about this, like, monthly themes seems like too much of a rush. And when you're making big changes in life, when you are really trying to understand the human experience more deeply, it really takes time to integrate. So I think these quarterly themes are going to be really, really fun. And we are going to work together as the quarters go by. We're going to be doing live monthly Q&As. We're going to be providing you with tons of resources to take action on your own, as well as coming together in the community. We're even going to put together a book club, which I am super excited for, and it'll go according to the themes for the quarters. But I mean, this is just some of the stuff too. Like, yeah, there's so much more that is going to be coming, and we just can't wait for it.
We're also excited to allow it to have a fluidity about it and allow the members to have input about what they want to see, what they would like to have included, what kinds of videos, what topics. Yeah, I think the
Mhm.
more people that contribute their ideas, the better that we'll be able to make it. But like Dominique said, we have so many ideas and we feel so excited about all of
Mhm.
them. We definitely don't want to overwhelm people with
I
too
know.
much. So we're going to try to roll it out pretty slowly. But
Mhm.
um, we're really excited about the quarterly flow of the membership. So many things run on this sort of cyclical, quarterly, seasonal type of time schedule. And so that felt really right for us.
Yeah.
We're still going to have different payment options. So if you don't feel like you want to commit to a whole quarter, you won't have to. We're still working out all the details on that, but we are really excited, of course, for the first flow or the first wave of people who come into the membership will be coming in at a deeply discounted investment
Hmm.
into this opportunity because we just are going to have so much gratitude for the people who
Yeah.
take the leap in the beginning and
Yeah.
who grow along with us in the membership.
Yeah, I mean, having you all join us through this creation, this dream of ours is just, I mean, we have so much gratitude for that, and we want to show it in any way possible. And if you are really intrigued by the thought of having a community like this, please hop on our newsletter list. You can find the link down below in the show notes because we are going to be rolling out more and more information very soon, greater details and specifics on this community. And the newsletter is where you're going to be really hearing all about it. And you'll be hearing about some of the early bird specials and, different ideas that we have just to show our gratitude for our founding community members. And along the way, we also want to hear what you would really like to see within the community, or what you imagine would be of greatest support when you envision yourself in a community of like-hearted people. So click the link in the show notes. That is where you're going to find a form to share your ideas and thoughts and dreams with us to make this membership the best possible membership you can imagine.